Hello, everybody. It is Matt and it is Maniac Monday, and I am back at you with yet another review. Before I roll on to any of that, I want to wish each and every one of you a great morning, evening, dawn, day, or dusk, all that lovely stuff, because life really is too short as is. Do me a really huge favor and like, share, and subscribe. I love seeing your beautiful faces when you are here. I know I'm here an awful lot, but I have an awful lot on my plate to review. And one last little tidbit of information. Check out the description box. I give you a bigger bite of every single movie of every single day. Such as I give you your brief synopsis, your starring cast, director, runtime of the cut I am watching, along with a link for a trailer, a link for where you can buy this bad boy, and then also if you decide you can help support Matt's Movie Mania and toss me a couple of bucks. Now that I got all that out of the way, let's roll on to the film of the day. And today's is a doozy. It is one that will stick with you if you do see it. And in a positive way, it'll stick with you because it is very, very good. It is none other than Everything Decays, directed by Jack Mulvanerty. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your last name, Jack. It runs at about an hour and 12 minutes. It's going to be put out by Putrid Video or Productions, or otherwise known as Vile Video, by Jonathan Doe. It's well worth the money to buy this one, in my opinion. I think if you're a fan of Jack's films, you will enjoy this, because I think honestly this is the best thing he's ever made. I think this is just absolutely just tip top. You know, this is really good stuff. What exactly is it about? Well, you got a girl played by Emily E, who is a sex worker, and she basically is on a call, and her client, her John for the night, is none other than Jack Mulvanerty, playing the man. And they do all kinds of things, from her urinating into a cup and him throwing it onto her, forcing her to throw up multiple times, really cutting her with razor blades, not deep cuts, just superficial flesh wound cuts, and then squeezing it to get the blood to flow, sticking needles, not hypodermic needles in her, but I think they're the type of needles that you use for when you're making piercings. I think it's those type of needles. So it's very interesting. It starts out with them together, and he just, the things that he just does, it's just like he is slowly dismantling this girl from beginning to end. It's kind of it's some deep shit, it really sticks with you. He even at one point makes her give him oral copulation while she is laying down strapped to a chair. To a table, not a chair. And then he eventually forces insertion into her nether regions during another shot from this film. Now, this is going to be a short review because there's so much going on. As far as plot development goes, there's not a plot really to develop, other than Jack is slowly dismantling Emily by choking her, like I said, forcing her to regurgitate, throwing urine on her, forcing her into sex, choking her, eventually trying to drown her in a tub, It gets very, very intense. I'm not gonna lie. This is a real banger when it comes to depravity. Um, as far as the three things that I love my movies, to me, audio, it's not really, there's no like real audio besides a sound score, which I think the sound score is absolutely just stunning. I feel like it fits this film to a perfect T. I really liked this. This is the I think the last sound score I liked as much as this was probably a Serbian film, which has a just an amazing sound score or music score. So I'm not going to give it any kind of grading on the audio level. So it's going to just stay null and void on that one. As far as dialogue goes, that one's also going to stay a zero. Because there is no dialogue throughout this entire film. It's all physical acting, which is usually the case with Jack's films. Not that that's a bad thing. I like a little dialogue. It doesn't have to be much. It could be like 4 or 5 words, you know. Just something to add a little more impact to the debauchery that's being done. I feel like just a little dialogue would have helped push it a little further, but it's not bad otherwise. So it's going to get another 0 on dialogue. Editing is the third thing. Editing in this is very, very good. It has a nice forward momentum. It never loses its pacing. I never got bored. I only checked the time while watching it once, just as a curiosity of how far I made it in, and I was almost done with the movie. That's how good the pacing goes. Like I almost watched the whole movie without even realizing it. It just went by so fast. So I'm gonna give it an A+ on that end. As far as acting goes, I think the acting is good enough. It fits the style of film. It doesn't lag at all. I think it's very. I think both Emily and Jack do a good job in this. Like I said, the sound score is a banger. It's really good. So on to my final score of 1 through 5, I'm going to give this thing a 4 out of 5. I really enjoyed it. I think it ran at the right amount of time. I think an hour and 12 minutes is a good runtime for this kind of film. It could have been even just a pinch shorter, and I would still be okay. I think if you would have went any longer, though, I think it would have hindered it. And I just don't think movies of this nature should really run at an extremely long amount of time, because you'll lose your audience, and not to mention people just you'll just lose your audience. I'm just gonna leave it there. All right, guys, I'm gonna get the hell out of here. On Wednesday, I got another review coming for you. Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, and then Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday again next week, and then every other 2 days, and so on. All right, guys, love your faces, and as always, peace.